Look, please do not approach me. I'm moving with the bros and they tweaking for the broski. At the condo, out in DR when I'm OC. But when I'm back home, mommy treat me like I'm Rochi. Treat me like a trophy. Even though I'm low key, it's up. She don't want a brokey. Tell them niggas tough luck. Rollies, mostly. Swinging like a nunchuck. She ain't Dello Popey, then she Dello what?
Hey, what's up, man? It's Joey Franchize here. Hartford representative by way of Tampa. Just came to hang out in the city for a minute. Had to chop it up with a friend. Not only that, but a guy I'm also a fan of and what he's doing right now with the clothing line, the brand that's doing crazy in the city right now, 1990 something. I'm really proud of this brand because me being an 80s baby coming up, growing up on 90s music, Joe Banga, I know you've done music and continue to do music throughout your career right now, but also have done an amazing job with this brand right now. And I just want to commend you right now on doing right by the city and by guys that, you know, grew up in this era and just created this brand. So I just want to pick your brain a little bit and just ask, you know,
appreciate that as well, though.
What really came about doing the 1990 something brand, and how you really cultivated the brand through your music and what you make and what your music represents through it.
So the brand wasn't the name of the brand 1990 something actually came with me and my DJ Get It Right, which is a good friend of mine. So basically it was a time I feel like in music where we didn't have any substance. The music was just that mumble rap. It wasn't really speaking nothing. I come from substance. I'm an East Coast background, so I'm used to the lyricism and all that, and I felt like we was missing that. So during that time frame, I kind of just wanted to bring it back to that, to the 90s. So long story short, I couldn't pick a year in the 90s. We ended up calling it 1990 something and cutting off the G just to make it a little bit of urban, give it the urban twist slang. Right. And I just wanted a piece of clothing to go with my music. I never thought this would be a brand or anything. I never dreamed about making clothes and none of that stuff, being a designer or anything. But you know, God put it on my lap, and I made a shirt to go with a tape, and the shirt went crazy in the streets. We was like on some masterpiece shit. Just, you know, out the trunk with it, in the middle of the trenches, middle of the hood, Hartford, Connecticut, born and raised, and you know, just pushing it. And a lot of people really like gravitated towards it, and that's where a light bulb just rang, and we just kept pushing it.
You know, I've seen it. You know, I follow a lot of people out here, and not only that, like within the music industry, and I've seen quite a few people that you've come across, you know, doing music, either rocking the brand, if you bless people with, and you know, even me, like just getting care packages and whatnot, and seeing not only like me rocking the pieces and getting the reception I've gotten in Tampa. Like I've had people stop me and be like, "Yo, you know, where'd you get that hoodie on?" I've seen that Whalers, you know, Yukon hoodie.
Crazy,
like that's a crazy piece. Like you dropped some crazy pieces, you know, in this early stages of the brand.
My bad to cut you off. That's also paying. I'm also just trying to pay tribute to, you know, where I was born and raised at, as far as Connecticut, and trying to like make that to push that to the forefront as far as Hartford, because we don't get that shine like we're supposed to. I feel like we're always overshadowed or got a black cloud. You know what I'm saying? Tampa's a beautiful place. It's more to do. It's you know what I'm saying? It's more network, and it isn't like Connecticut where it's more harder to kind of like put feet to pavement and really get something going.
No, and I respect that. And me being a guy from Connecticut and always repping, you know, holding down my city wherever it is that I go.
No, I respect that.
And to rock that as like a badge of honor. Like that feels to me like a badge of honor. And seeing, you know, the Yukon Whaler piece that you've done, I got this Yukon piece and you know they going crazy.
No, that one's fire. The red
all
satin,
the time.
The red satin bomber is fire.
Yeah, like they are going crazy all the time. So just to feel that, you know, energy from the city and you bring that energy and people feel proud of where they from. I mean, that's a huge, you know,
I appreciate you.
That's a huge situation, like thing to have on your shoulders and right there.
It's a lot of weight, because I always anywhere I go to, I always try to incorporate my city, my town, where I'm from, and just, you know, push us to the forefront, because I feel like we're in a space where we need to be known for what we got going on over here too. I feel like we get overshadowed, so it's like, you know, I have to do something for my state as far as like even putting out little pieces, whether it's in the merch or even incorporating it with the music as well.
Yeah, and how important to you is it? Like, I mean, I think a lot of artists have, you look at the Travis Scotts of the world and guys like that have incorporated the merch aspect to their music and how people consume music. How much did that play a factor into how you push music and merch at the same time? You know what I mean? Like,
It's a different form of creativity, so it's kind of like, I call it the gift though. A lot of people can't really do that as far as having dope merch that people actually want to wear and gravitate towards. You know what I'm saying? People probably just to support. But I feel like it's a gift, but also like it gives me time to be creative on both ends as well, as far as like ping pong. And so whenever I get a writer's block with the music, I'll shoot over to the clothes. Whenever I get a writer's block with the clothes, or I'm losing thoughts, I focus on the clothes, I start going back to the music. So it's like seeing them other brands like you named, like the Travis Scotts, the Kanye's and all that as well. Like it's actually a gift to have that, man. I feel like a lot of people don't have that. Even artists that come out with plain merch is just, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like comes and goes. Luckily, 1997 is like here to stay type of vibe that I've been getting lately. I'm saying, especially bringing back that nostalgic feel.
what do the 90s mean to you?
Everything. I was raised in the 90s. I learned everything in the 90s. It was just a different type of generation, different type of people, different type of money, different type of just, we were, back in the 90s, we were outside. So it wasn't like, kids nowadays are stuck in a house playing laptops and all these devices.
Internet wasn't around.
It wasn't. And if you had internet, you had some type of money. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, we had to go outside and make fun. We had to go outside and really put the legwork. But I'm also thankful for being raised in the 90s because it gave me a sense of principles and morals that I feel like a lot of people lack these days. You know what I'm saying? So it just, the 90s definitely did a lot.
And it shows, because I mean, even with the music, you collaborated with guys from Jadakiss to J.R. Ryder, who, I'm a huge Dipset fan.
Facts.
So
if you know,
I mean,
know.
we
The
grew up,
mixtape era was
we grew up.
crazy.
So D Block and Dipset was always like
And G Unit, can't forget about
and
the
G Unit,
Unit,
like those. That was the holy trinity, especially here in Connecticut. Obviously, that means a lot to you. What were some of the guys? I mean, obviously, I named Jr. and Jada, but who were some other guys that really like inspired not only your music but also you to kind of push this brand forward? Because I mean, we see it a lot with some of the pieces.
Who really pushed me really was Jadakiss. When I was able to give it to Jadakiss, just to know that you were one day listening to him in your room and just reciting all his rhymes and really going through what he was saying in a sense, and being able to give him a piece of your merch and he actually gravitating towards it, that was one of the best feelings, bro. Like, it's either and Cormega as well, but a lot of people don't know about Mega.
Whoa.
That's
First
the thing,
off,
though.
Cormega in Hartford
Yes.
is what, like,
yes. Lyricism, if you know, you know.
if you know, like, Cormega can walk through Hartford and be honored.
Be
A
okay.
parade in that man's name.
Same thing with Noriega, though.
Yeah.
We were just in San Juan doing the run champs with Noriega. Shout out to Noriega. He got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good stuff going on as well. Just very down to earth. And when I finally got to meet him, because sometimes when you meet these people, it's kind of like, what's that saying? It's kind of like when kids find out Santa Claus ain't real. Because some of these industry guys be weirdos.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I know.
It's weird out here, bro.
Oh, I know. Trust
you know what I mean? So it gets, I'm lucky to I haven't bumped into that yet, but I've met a lot of real ones in this game that want to actually see the underdogs win.
Right.
So it's like it.
That's good. And your top five, right? Who would be your top five
Like,
in rap altogether? If you were to make a T-shirt right now, 1990-something, with your top five artists on it, what would you
That's
make
my
it?
favorite artist.
Pac.
Pac will definitely go up there. Definitely Nas. We got to put Pun up there. Shout out to all my Latinos. Yeah, Pun
Pana.
is, yeah, all day. So that's Pac, Nas, Pun. I'm going to have to go with, it's a shocker, Big L. I got to go with Big L.
Oh, man, that's not a shocker at all.
It's not a shocker, but he's not in a lot of top fives like how he should be.
Yeah.
I don't think he's respected by the elites and by the, people from our generation and stuff. But as
Yeah.
far as for right now, it's like it's
I think what's crazy is like
they don't hold them up to like a Nas. Like
they
you can
don't,
see,
and it's so
it
crazy
sucks.
because you remember him and Mace Cam had their group together, Children of the Corn,
Yeah, that was fire.
and L really had he had a lot of
He
shit.
had an influence on a
Yeah.
lot. It would. I don't think it would. I don't even want to say that, but I don't think it would be no Cam if it wasn't for Al.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be a lot of stuff if it wasn't for Big Al. So it's like he was a different type of breed. But I mean, like it's crazy. His life was cut short. So, but so it was Big Al, Pun, Nas.
I feel like you're gonna say it.
Uh,
I feel like you're gonna say it.
It's just you can't neglect, you can't deny it. I gotta say Hov.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say it.
I gotta put Hov in there.
I knew he was gonna say
in
it.
there. I have to.
We gotta get it right over there. He's like,
I
he was
have
grilling
to.
you over there, bro.
Only reason, cause that Reasonable Doubt album was everything. To
Oh,
me. That
man.
thing, that Reasonable Doubt album was like everything. And as far as for Nas, I'm not an Illmatic fan. It was written fan.
Ooh,
That's
when
that's when I started understanding.
Many people that don't. That there's not too many people that say that. And
Yes, the Illmatic, it was a classic. I give it 10 out of 10. 5
Yeah,
mics
of
in the
course.
service. Classic.
It's
But
the
It
opus.
Was written was when that opened up my mind and really started.
Bro, what was it?
introducing-
The thing that blew my mind about it was written was
the gun record,
record.
too.
The
Yeah,
fucking gun record,
When
dog.
he did- I said, nah, I had to stop the tape.
Yeah, I had to shut it off after that. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was one of the top joints. That whole album is, to this day, top to bottom.
And, you know what? And your top 5 shows off in the brand. I mean, everything. I mean, appreciate you for also sending over that care package and the T-shirt.
You're part
with,
of Connecticut too, man.
Yeah, you
definitely
and it's crazy
held it
because
down, and I'm gonna give you your flowers as well too.
Connecticut.
Phenomenal DJ,
Thank you.
does his thing.
Wow.
And for you to sit down here and move from CT, East Coast, and be strictly East Coast to go to down south and adapt to that and be able to do your thing and still, you know what I'm saying, rock on, like that's crazy. A lot of people can't adapt. And that's a lot of people's problems nowadays. They can't revamp themselves, they can't whatever, but you took it to another state and moved and did your thing.
And I think this city it's near and dear to me. Like, I'm out here with my family, and we're just enjoying the weekend. And when we turn the radio on and when we just feel the energy in the city, it feels like hip hop. Like it feels like that energy is there. It feels home. And that's probably the most thing I appreciate from here and guys like you that, not only through the music, but also through merch, people wearing it on their chest, people embracing the 1990 something. I think that's what I appreciate the most about the city and what Hartford means to me, because if it wasn't for here, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm able to do now.
Facts.
And, I want to be able to share that, even though I'm in Florida and it's a different, it's a culture shock. For people up here to go down there, it's a culture shock.
You did a bold move.
But to kind of give you what I've been accustomed to and what I grew up on and what, kind of moves my city, and to share that a little bit, a fraction of that, it feels good. And then when I come here, it just, it comes full circle.
But also it shows that you're not a culture vulture and you're actually for the culture.
It's a heart thing. It's from the heart. A lot of the things is here from the heart. When you hear DJs do stuff, when you hear DJs do certain things, whether it's on the radio out here or how guys like you and other guys in the city that really trying to keep that same energy alive. Like it's really from the heart. Like people appreciate hip hop culture here, and where the rest of the world wants to grab it and use it for their own thing, whether it's fashion or whatever the case is.
I mean, it's cool, but it's just we do it for real.
We do it for real.
Yeah,
like dog, I mean. I've had this conversation many times. Like, when Mobb Deep will come to the city, or
That's
the
my
Locks will
favorite
do.
group.
The Locks. do
Over
shows.
the Locks, though. That's my
Yeah,
favorite group. Over the Locks.
Yeah,
dude.
I'm not gonna argue with
J
you.
Love, Mob Misses,
And that's not even a knock. That's not a knock on nobody.
And shout out to the Locks though, because I love them too. J
Yeah.
Love, they're definitely great lyricists, but Mobb Deep was
Like that lives here.
Yeah.
Like that lives here. And you know what? And we're proud to have that, you know, to harness that. You know what I'm saying? Where I feel like, you know, New York might move a little bit faster. You know, Miami and Florida might move a little bit faster. LA got their own thing going on, but like Hartford really harnesses that, you know, the mecca of really kind of
that East Coast, that the lyricism, heavy bar work.
Yeah.
I mean,
they love it. They own it.
Yeah.
We own it here, and that's one thing I really appreciate, and that's why I really appreciate the brand. I mean, you dropped the T with all the OG chains on the back.
The OG
like,
pendants, the unreleased.
What really motivated that?
Because as a kid, I always wanted either a Rockefeller chain, a Dipset chain, a TS chain. You always wanted one of those pendants. It was kind of like a trophy to have one of those pendants, regardless if it was fake or not. Like just to wear one of those pendants, knowing who was behind that pendant and what they did behind that pendant was crazy.
Where do you see 1990 something in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, I see it being a household brand. Definitely a household brand, because we're doing everything as far as, we got a lot of different accessories. And I'm just different period with the brand. I don't really like to do what other brands are doing. I don't like to go with trends. I don't like to go with what's going on within crowds. I just like to do what's genuine, what's in my heart, what I feel is right, what I was raised on. So it's like, when you're getting 1990 something, you're also getting a piece of myself. This is part of my childhood. So, I mean, you're gonna have people that don't like it. You're gonna have people that do like it. I'm saying that's with anything. But I see us definitely staying here for the long run, and mass production. That's the goal, mass production, and being able to get it out to more people.
And how has the brand maybe elevated your approach to music, or how has the brand or your music helped, you know, elevate your approach to the brand?
So I feel like my music definitely helped elevated the brand more, because if it wasn't for the music, the brand wouldn't even be thought of or even made. So it was my love for the music, my love for the culture, my love for hip hop, and just being able to still try to bring or still try to make it present in a time where I felt like the substance and that was missing in music. You get what I'm saying? So it came from a different. I didn't really think it was gonna turn into a full line, how it did. But I just wanted to actually just embrace that time and period, and just try to, you know what I'm saying, like share it with the world, even with the younger crowds that don't understand this, or, you know what I'm saying, trying to introduce it to them, and they're starting to get on the wave and starting to flow with things now, you know what I mean? And all that is being resampled and remade now. You hear songs like we were just talking about, the 400 Degrees, the Juvenile record.
I think you're doing the right thing. You know, you're getting into the right people. You're connecting with the right people. You know, you're doing everything you can to actually take it to, you know, a level that it needs to be, and honestly put the city on, bro. And that's honestly, I commend that. I really respect something like that. Bro. So my man Joe Banga, appreciate you, man. Joey Franchize here, came through in the city, man. Hanging out with the family, couple drinks with my guy, 1990 something. Joe Banga doing big things over here, man. Keep holding it down, brother. Love.
And it's a wrap.
What? I'm bringing flow back. My shit is so cracked that I'm really Joe crack. A whole lot of stunting on my nigga Joe track. Since 1990 something, I've been known to smoke cats. You don't wanna see me on the beat, I will sun you. Got the Lamborghini on the street when I come through. I can have your BM in the suite when I want to. Why you think she keeping the receipt? She don't want you. So be humble, I'm outside. Rock it on me like Matumbo, it's